Hello, hello, hello to you. It is, what's today? Today is Wednesday. Come on in, friends. Come and hang out with me for a little while. Oh, it's saying that I'm having issues streaming on Facebook. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. One second. Technical issues. Gotta love them. Oh, what's happening? I'm sorry, everyone. We are having some slight technical issues, and I will most likely just go straight to Facebook. I'm not sure what's going on. Something funky is happening on the Furls crochet page, so I will just have to share that there later on today. I'm going to stay here with you guys who have already joined me. Thank you so much, Crocheting Sailor, for always being so kind and always coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. She's saying that the issues with the computer may be the heat. Might be. Who knows? Technology is not my friend today, but it's all good. Those of you who are here, please come and join this fun conversation. Let me know where you're coming from so I can shout you out. You know, I love to do that. So let me know where you're coming from and what you are working on today. It is Wednesday, so it's a Whip Wednesday. So let me know where you're coming from, where you're watching from, rather, and what you're working on, and I will shout you out on this live. We will do that for the next 3 minutes. So what you guys working on? As you know, I am working on my blanket, which I haven't touched all week. I haven't touched it all week, y'all. I'm still trying to figure out my border. I know that everybody gave me some great suggestions on doing peacocks, and somebody else said I should do something else. I don't remember what it was, but I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the edging of this beautiful princess blanket that I am making using a very special hook that I'm going to show y'all in a little while. But I'm waiting for everybody to come and join the party. Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. Hello, Andrea. Welcome to the party. Let me know where you're coming in from so I can shout you out. I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes to let me know where you're coming from and for you to say hello. And then I'm going to invite my very special guest to join me on screen. And I have some really cool, something cool to tell you guys that is special just for you because you are watching me today. I have something very special that I am going to tell you all about in a little while. So come on in the room, everybody. I am making my computer be quiet because my notifications are going off. We don't want those distractions. Come on in. Tell me where you're coming from. Share this. Share it with your friends. Share it with your crochet community. Share it with whomever you are connected with. Share. Hi, Lacey. Welcome to the party. Let me know where you're coming from. I like to shout everybody out. Love to see new faces. Ooh. So someone is working on a drunken granny stitch cowl. I love that. And she is in sunny Michigan. Welcome to the party. We got somebody from Denmark. I can't see your names because I'm using StreamYard. So if you haven't allowed StreamYard to use your name, I can't say your name. So you're just going to be here as Facebook person. Facebook user. So make sure you put your name in so that StreamYard knows that you give them permission to show your name. What else y'all got going up? Come on in the room and hang out with me. Andrea thought she was coming in as her channel name. Nope, I know who you are. Come on in. Lacey, you guys come on in the room. All right, it is now 2:05 on the East Coast. We are getting this party started, and I would like to introduce my very new friend, Juliana. She's going to correct me on the pronunciation of her name. She is one of the newer members of the Furls team, and we're going to chat and stitch today. I hope you guys have your yarn. I hope you have your hook, and I hope you're ready to hang out with us for a little while. So help me welcome Juliana. There she is.
Hi, Deveter. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you're welcome. Introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know who you are and what you do here at Furls.
My name is Jelana Reuter, and
I was saying your name.
It's okay. Everybody gets a free pass for a little while. I understand. And I am one of the newest members of customer support for Furls. I'm really excited to be here.
Yes. So when you guys have questions about your hooks, when you're wondering about wonderful, when is this hook going to be back in stock? When are we going to do something new? All those wonderful questions you all have. Say it again. Juliana. No.
Like Jill Anna. Like Jill and Anna put together. Jelana.
Jelana. I got it. Jelana is there on the other side of your emails and your texts and your Facebook messages. She is one of the people who is holding down the fort and answering all your customer service questions. So welcome and thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Sure. What are you working on today?
Well, I decided to start a few Christmas presents a little early because that's always an issue, just that crunch time. And so I decided to start. Yeah, I started to, out of our whims, I'm starting an angle mitt.
Ooh, an angle mitt. Now, what is that?
Well, I found it on, it was one of those things in my Ravelry that I had forever. And I decided that the whims yarn, because of that, I call it HD definition. It is an HD stitch definition.
Okay.
I thought this would be great. Look at that. Isn't that great? That's stitch definition with that?
Now, what stitch is that? It looks like a single. Is it a half double or a single?
No, you got it right, Mrs. Deveter. It's a single crochet right there.
Single crochet back loop only?
In the back loop only. That's right. And so the H hook that I'm using is just perfect it's just the right size. And what's nice about this pattern is you can use even wander with it. The pattern adjusts with the gauge of the yarn. You just crochet it till it fits your wrist, which mine doesn't yet.
Okay.
So I'll continue crocheting. And then you sew it together and it gets pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So these are going to go to my sister-in-law in Denver.
Oh, no. Oh, she'll need them in Denver. Her wrists will be a little cold in Denver.
Yes.
So my friends who are hanging out here with me know that I am working on my princess blanket. Never can find the camera. And I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the edging. And I had some great suggestions on doing a couple of rows of single crochet. Another suggestion was to do some shells. Another one was to do some peacocks. Did I say that right?
It's picot, but a lot of people say peacocks, but picot is a little better for it. Yeah. There you go.
That's it, right.
It's spelled like peacock. So, you got that part right.
Yeah. Say it again, picot?
Picot. The T is silent.
Oh, well, then there you have it.
It's French. So there you go.
There you go. So what are your suggestions? What do you think I should do for the edging of this blanket? And do you think I should go some more rounds in the gray and then change it out to that pink and do whatever fancy edging I'm going to do?
Have you ever done the crab stitch?
Oh, yeah. The backward single crochet, right? Okay.
That can be really pretty on just about anything. It's one thing that I'll use on as an edging for different things because it's not seen a lot in most people's Afghans and things like that. So I tend to use that one as kind of a flashy and, border around something.
Okay, I might think about that. Let's see. What do you guys think? I got Lacey says that I should do a granny border. That would be cute. I like that. So someone wants to know what type of hook you're using as a pencil holder.
This is actually one of our hooks, and it's a holly and blue swirl, and it's a size H, and we're currently out of them, but they're still on the website, and
Those are
could be. I have heard that it might be restocked.
and that's an alpha.
It is an alpha. It's a limited edition alpha series. Yes. And isn't it beautiful? I love it.
That hook
kind of matches my shirt, doesn't it?
It does. It does. That
it reminds me of the beach, which I'm a pretty beachy gal, so it's kind of the perfect hook for me.
That hook is gorgeous. So those are alpha hooks, guys. If you have ever been on our website, I'm sure you've looked at the alpha hooks and jewels over them, as I do. That is a beautiful limited edition hook. And we do have plenty of alpha hooks in stock. So we'll put the link to where you can find those in the comment section at some point during. There we
go.
Is all
Mrs. Deveter, they can also do the notify me when available for this hook, the holly and blue swirl, and then they'll get a notification when they're back in stock too.
There you go. So this is from the mouth of a customer service expert. You can always sign up for the notify me when they're in stock. So if you haven't already done so, go to furlscrochet.com. Make sure you create an account. If you create an account, not only can you find out when hooks are going to be restocked or when things are going to be back or new things are coming up, you'll also join our rewards program. And our rewards program is really cool. You can be a collector, a connoisseur, and I can't remember the other one. There's like 3 or 4, is it? Is it 3 or 4?
I think there's 3. I'm newer, so I'm still learning some of those. But I know connoisseur is one, and I'm not there yet, but I'll get there.
I think I'm at the collector's level.
Collector, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the collector's level. Anybody watching, are you all a part of the rewards program? If you're not, you definitely should be. Go to the site, sign up for the rewards program, and let me know what you are. Enthusiast. I knew it was something else. I knew it. Enthusiast. Thank you, Debbie. So it's enthusiast, it's collector, it's connoisseur. Was it just it? That's it, right?
Collector, enthusiast, and connoisseur.
Connoisseur. It's just 3. And obviously the connoisseur, they have all the things. I'm at a collector's level. I'm edging my way to the connoisseur.
Yeah, and you get points just for signing up. You get points for your birthday. There's all sorts of loveliness with those rewards.
All sorts of loveliness with the rewards program. So if you haven't signed up, do so. Now, here is a special thing that I wanted to tell you all about. I just wanted to wait until there was a few more people in the room. I'm Mrs. Deveter, and I get to do special things, right? Besides talking to people who are awesome and amazing, like my friend here, Jelana. I said your name.
You got it right, Deveter.
I am able to give special discounts. Just for watching my lives, you get to participate in special discounts that nobody else can get. So every single live that I will do from this point forward will also include a special discount, right? And the way you activate that discount is whenever I tell you what it is that you can get a discount on, you have to put my name, Deveter, in the discount code, and you will get your percentage off. So today, say it with me, Jelana. Today. Say today. Today, we are doing 20% off Odyssey Navy hooks. 20% off Odyssey navy hooks.
Aren't they
When you
beautiful? They're so pretty.
This hook is just, I was looking at my bowl of hooks last night, and I actually got a picture of the shimmer inside of my hook. And I was just like, that hook is gorgeous. Like, now I always say this, they're not only functional, but they're beautiful. Beautiful hooks. 20% off all Odyssey navy, only navy, not the other beautiful, beautiful colors. I mean, if you want to go ahead and snap you up some of the other beautiful colors, you can, but the Odyssey navy today for 24 hours is 20% off when you use the code Deveter. Okay? My name, my discount. All right. Make sure you tell a friend today, 24 hours, use the code Deveter for 20% off this beautiful navy Odyssey hook. I don't know about you, but I think you should go and get one.
Well, and you know, Deveter, I mentioned Christmas earlier. Even if blue isn't your color, I really think you should get it as a gift for a friend. It's really cool to do these as crochet. I did. I made an order for some friends of mine and just got their favorite size and just sent some real pretty colors out to them. And who doesn't love a free, wonderful gift in the mail?
I mean, if somebody was so kind to send me an Odyssey hook, they would be my friend forever and always.
Well, I may not send you a hook, Deveter, but I still think we're going to be friends forever, okay?
I do too. I do too. I think that we're going to be the bestest of friends. The bestest of friends. Let's see. So I just need to go and check the comment section and see what our friends are asking. The navy hook is beautiful. I have almost all the colors. Go ahead.
Wow.
Lacey. So what level are you? Are you a connoisseur now? Francis wants to know, will there wait, let me see here now. I gotta read. You can't read. Will you be doing the other Odyssey hooks too? Not today, but if you keep watching, you never know what I might have on sale. You never know what kind of flash sale I might do. I am going to do little flash sales every single day. So what does that mean? You got to watch my lives in order to see what kind of things I'm going to have for you all.
Deveter, when I sit here in between calls, I get a notification on my personal Facebook, that you're live. I sit and watch too. So.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, I watch because I want to see what you have to say.
I'm saying
I can't participate in all the fun. I can't participate in the discounts and such, but I love watching you and who you bring on the show.
Oh, yay. Well, I'm glad that you agreed to come and hang out with me. I really do. I really appreciate you. I'm taking a little break. Let's see. Lacey, she says she's been buying since before the points started. So I'm just the first level. I have quite a few collection through Odyssey and Streamline Swirls. I'm glad that you are a collector, and I'm sure that you are definitely a connoisseur, it sounds like to me. I'm not sure if there's anything that can be done about people, for people before the rewards program started. It's something that we can definitely look into, because I know there are a lot of folks who should really be at the connoisseur level, because you all have been buying since before the rewards started. So it's something I'll definitely bring up and ask management. Who knows? You never know, right?
Right.
Ask. You never know. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Ma'am.
Well, that can be a lot. So ask me something specific, Miss Deveter.
Okay, so what is your favorite fiber art?
What's your favorite? I would probably say crochet. I do crochet and knit both, but I've been crocheting for over 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was the first fiber art I was taught as a young girl, and then quilting was next. And my great grandmother taught me both. So
Oh
yeah.
boy. Who taught you guys how to crochet? Let me know in the comments section and I will put you up on screen. Who taught you how to crochet? So let me see. For me, I think so my mom knew how to crochet. I don't know if she taught me how to crochet. It's so odd. I don't know who taught me how to crochet, to be completely honest. Like, I just remember being around crochet. I remember my mom crocheting. Um, I just knew how to crochet. Like, I knew how to crochet. That's so weird. Like, I can't say this particular person taught me how to crochet. So weird. So you said you also quilt. What else do you do?
I sew. I love sewing, and I've just sewed lots of masks recently for my family and such, and did some donations as well.
That's
And let's see what else. I do embroidery.
awesome. Ooh.
Yep. And I also can do some needle felting. So
What's needle felting?
well, needle felting is taking fiber in a roving state, or it's like fluff at that point.
Okay.
And you use a barbed needle very carefully and on a sponge, and you can make all sorts of little figures. I make gnomes. I love gnomes. Love gnomes. And then also you can do it on fabric or whatever and just kind of embellish something with it too. There's all sorts of things you can do with it.
Needle felting. That sounds really cool. That's really cool. So Debbie says she was born crocheting. I hear you, girl. Jennifer says a good friend taught her. Thank goodness for good friends, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Ola Joy says
Joe
says that her grandma taught her. Let's see, who else? Who else taught you guys how to crochet? Oh, here we have a question about the Odyssey. How much do the Odyssey weigh? Because my hand hurts from the weight, so I switched to my other brands of hooks. They're like air comparatively. So the Odyssey definitely is one of the heavier hooks, but it has such a nice balance on it. And the ergonomics of it fits in your hand really nicely. You know what I mean? So it definitely is a heavier hook. I will say that. What are your thoughts on the Odyssey?
I like the Odysseys very much. I think that, and actually the hand specialist that my husband saw and I was crocheting in the waiting room, she really liked the fact that I had a hook that your hand can kind of detect the weight. So it holds it a little better and actually produces less, it doesn't produce as much strain on your muscles. Because if it's really small, like some of those machine made ones, not knocking them, just stating some facts, you really have to crank down to hold it. But with this, it gives your hand some nice feedback. And then you're not working, your muscles aren't working so hard, so you can crochet even longer. Do you know one of my customers that I was talking, our customers, sorry, Mrs. Deveter, they're ours.
It's okay.
But she told me that when she got her Odyssey hook, she went from being able to crochet for an hour or two at a time to 18 hours in a day. That woman can make a king size Afghan bedspread in a week. I was impressed. So impressed, right?
Wow, I need to have her on the show. My goodness.
This is amazing. I was like, dang, that's amazing.
I love what Debbie said. She said it's heavy at first, but once you get used to it, you can never go back. And I agree. When I first was introduced to Furls hooks, I was like, what's the big whoop? Like, I was using the regular metal hooks and was doing what I was doing. Once I started using these hooks, I called myself going back to a metal hook, and my hand was like, what are you doing? Like, what is that you're trying to grip in your hand? For me, it really is about the grip, whether it's an Odyssey or if it's a streamline
Mhm.
hook, the feeling, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to do a hard sell here. I believe most of you on probably already are Furls customers. But if you're not, I highly recommend. If you don't want to spend the money for Odyssey, get a streamline wood. Once you
Mhm.
try it, I guarantee you, you will never go back. It's just, that's just what it is. You'll never go back.
I
Um,
agree.
you'll never go back. Let's see. Francis said, I had to get used to the Odyssey at first. Yep. I use mainly for Amies. I love Odyssey. It helps me physically, and I crochet definitely longer. I agree. I agree. Same here. Frances also said that she's finished a Christmas gnome just like you. She likes gnomes too. That's
I love gnomes. They're fabulous, you know. I
yeah.
recommend whenever people call me, I recommend that they give it a couple months. You know, we have that 90 days. If they're not happy in 90 days, we'll send you a free shipping label to have it come back, and I'll exchange it for whatever you want or refund you whatever. You know, that's part of our Furls promise. I'm not trying to be a promotion. I just think it's kind of a, what have you got to lose? Give it a try. And we know we're not for everybody. We know that everybody has their own reasons for purchasing furls,
Yep.
and I want to make sure you stay happy.
I agree. And I am glad that, you mentioned our Furls Guarantee. Uh, there's not very many companies that do what we do as far as the
Mm-mm.
guarantee is concerned. I'm sure that everybody on here has had a situation where something happened with their hook, and we have always, tried to do our best to keep our customers happy. So that's definitely what we want to continue to do. And with that said, I want to remind everyone that today, for 24 hours, you can get a Furls Navy hook for 20% off when you use the code Deveter. So just my name. My name has some weight, y'all. Just my name will get you 20% off a Furls Navy hook. And I'll be able to do different flash sales like this from now until, right? So
Right?
tomorrow will be something different. But today is the Navy. So pretty. The
It's
Navy,
gorgeous.
isn't it?
I love the glitter in it. You know, I'm not a flashy flash girl, but it has depth to it, and it's very beautiful. It's not flashy, but it comes across. It's very elegant, don't you think?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
elegant.
I was saying the other day, someone was asking how to they you store your hooks, and I said all of these hooks are just so beautiful that I want them on display. So they're my little art pieces.
Yes.
My little art pieces. So what else you got going on? What else are you working on? I know you're working on the wrist. What's it called?
Oh, they're wrist warmers.
Wrist warmer. What else you working on for Christmas? Any ideas you can share with us?
Well, I can share a few things because not everybody on here is on Facebook. It's in my Christmas list, but
Okay.
I also make hats for different people, and I have a shawl that I'm knitting right now for a very dear friend of mine, and I know she's not on Facebook, but I'm knitting a shawl for her. So my
Oh,
family requests things throughout the year, so at Christmas they get a few things, but I typically do a hat or a scarf. My nephews lose their scarves all the time,
all the
so yeah. So
time.
I just crochet them up, but I'm really glad to be able to use things like the Wander yarn. They have
Mhm,
some really cool colors that I saw recently, and
mhm.
so I got to order in for that. So that'll be pretty cool.
Nice. So Wanda yarn is absolutely beautiful. We did flash sale last week on that yarn, but just want to remind everybody that Wims is still on sale this week for buy one get one free.
And
Um,
that's what this yarn is.
that's what that one. That's the spearmint, right?
Yes, it is. And I just love it. It's so soft.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly the one I have, Deveter. It's just
Yep.
so soft and lovely. And what I liked about it too is it's going to wash well too.
Mm.
So if it gets, I take that into consideration with my Christmas presents too.
That's a good thing to keep top of mind. The yarn that you use, how does it wash up? If you're making mittens or gloves, or you're going to be touching things, so you want to be able to throw those into the wash. So that
Mhm.
makes perfect sense. That makes
Yep.
perfect sense. Um, does it have a halo? Does what have a halo?
Oh, you know what, Demeter? She's talking about the yarn.
Oh, what does that mean? I tell you, I
So
learn
it's
something new every day, guys.
that's okay. My phone just all of a sudden said, "What are you talking about?" A halo with the yarn is like it can kind of have this fluff to it. I don't know, but like
Oh, I
you
know.
see the fuzzy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's a really good close up for whoever asked about that. Slightly, it has a slight little fuzz to it, but not much.
And
And
that's
so
called
they
a
won't have
halo?
any trouble if they have to pull it back, frog it back, because
Uh-huh.
you rip it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and yeah, but it doesn't catch or like a mohair would, or the more fuzzy yarns can catch and not. But this doesn't have that problem at all. It frogs very nicely if you have to go back.
I'm telling you, you guys have, y'all always teach me something new. Every live I do, I learn something new. I kid you not. I did not know that that was a thing. It's called halo.
Halo. So kind of, it looks like it has a little halo on it.
With a little fuzz. Now
Hmm.
okay. And that does make it difficult to pull the yarn out when you need to pull it out. Now, when you have yarn that does have a halo, when you wash it, how do you get rid of like any fuzz that might happen?
Well, you wouldn't put it in a washer. Anything like that is like a mohair or something, of that nature. And so you would hand wash that
Yeah.
carefully.
Okay.
Agitation is not your friend with something that has a halo. You want to treat it very gently and just kind of maybe push it into the water versus don't do a bunch of agitation. And then you would squeeze, don't twist or wring, and then just I put it in like a towel and press it to get some of the water out, and then I lay it in the shape it's supposed to be in, flat to dry.
Now, do you use, we were talking about this. I'm sorry if I'm repeating stuff, but we
No.
were talking about the different blocks that you use to block your
Mhm.
projects. Do you just lace, like I have a long straight table. Could I block on a table, or do I have to have the mats?
You don't have to have mats, but the one thing I think is important is, can that, wherever you're placing it, can it get wet?
Mm,
And can some air circulate a little bit? And so if I can't get good air circulation, because I'm in the South and
mm.
there is humidity here,
Yes.
and what I do is I flip it. And so I do pin things out sometimes. It
Mhm,
depends on the item.
mhm,
But I will just flip it onto, I let it dry for a good bit.
mhm,
And then once it can hold its shape, I flip it on the other side and let it dry, go onto a dry piece of the towel. I
mhm,
do have some blocking mats, but I only use those when I need to pin something to a dimension or shape or something. And then those are perfect. But otherwise, I just put it out on a table outside.
gotcha. So, like, if it's a hat or if it's a mittens or whatever, you
Mhm.
just, okay, that makes sense. Let's see. So, Frances said that she is working on some Christmas gifts. Some of what I'm making for Christmas is peppermint pot holders, hot pads, but they have to use 100% cotton. Yeah,
Mhm.
I understand. I understand that. But that
Oh, and I forgot one of the biggest important deals. My mother-in-law, every year, I make her dishcloths.
oh,
Do you mind if I tell us a very small story?
tell the story. Let's.
I crocheted her a dishcloth a few dishcloths, and then we moved out of state. And I wasn't sure if she really liked them, didn't know what to make her for Christmas. And I went back 9 years later, and I made it out of some of that. What is that? Peaches and cream yarn, sugar cream, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
100% cotton yarn. And Mrs. Deveter, she had saved that dishcloth, and the color was gone out of it. But she really loved it. And so now every year I crochet her dishcloths, and those are great projects to start with. Even with our hooks, if you're switching to an Odyssey or a Streamline, I suggest doing a washcloth with it, because it can take some imperfections, but also it's pretty functional. You don't have to feel like you're crocheting for no reason. And so I always send her washcloths, and she just loves them.
Yeah. Do you have a go-to pattern for your washcloths?
I go to Lion brand, because they have some really great patterns there. But typically, no. If I want to try a new stitch, I will. I'll just work on that stitch in repeats or whatever it is. But I use washcloths as my practice for different stitches or techniques that I want to do.
I love it. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea. And I love that you're making it for your mother-in-law. I think that's so sweet. It takes time to crochet, right? So whenever I'm making something and I'm thinking about the person that I'm making it for, I feel like it's a piece of me going into this project. So I try not to make things that I remember I was talking to Crystal, and she was saying that she only makes things that she wants to make.
Yes.
Like, I don't make anything that I'm like, oh, it's just a chore, I have to do this. I only make things that I want to make. And if somebody...
I'm with Chelsea and you, Deveter, on that. I don't have a lot of time, and I knit crochet as well. I'm inspired for somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you you said you knit. Do you knit more than you crochet, or do you crochet more than you knit, or is it equal?
It's about equal. It kind of depends on what I'm inspired. Like, sometimes I just get inspired to create a certain item, and that'll kind of depend on if I crochet or knit. Like, recently I just knit a sweater for a friend of mine in Florida, and yes, people in Florida need sweaters. The beach can be a little chilly at night. Okay, Deveter?
I was getting ready to say, did you say Florida? Okay.
Yes, I did. But I just knit this sweater for her, and she absolutely loves it, and it's perfect. But if I were to make something else, I might like these. I could definitely knit these, but I saw this and went, oh, I'm serious. The Whims yarn that we have here, we don't have much here in Austin yet, but we'll get there.
Okay.
The stitch definition, I remembered seeing that in my Ravelry and just popped it up. So I crochet some shawls. I knit some shawls. It's kind of a whatever I'm inspired to do. So yes, to answer your question.
Okay, so it's all about inspiration. And so do you all who are watching, do you guys knit more than you crochet, or you crochet more than you knit, or do you knit at all? There are so many of you talented people. I mean, everybody that comes on these lives are always just sharing so many good things and talking about all the amazing stuff that they're making. I'm always so inspired. I've shared that I am going to do a tank top from Crochet Foundry magazine, and I'm stressed out about it.
You what?
I'm stressed out about it.
Oh, don't, Deveter. I'll help you.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll be happy to help you, Deveter. Like I told you earlier in conversation, I will teach you how to knit as well.
We're definitely going to have to do another live where you're teaching me how to knit. A very good friend of mine, Marlene, is trying to help me figure out my knit life. And I had these metal circular needles, I guess
Mhm.
they are. And I was trying to figure out what in the world I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. And the thing just curled all the way up. It was supposed to be a cow, but it turned into a curl.
You cracked me up. I'll help you get straightened out, okay?
I'm telling you, I need some help. So let's see. We got folks who knit crochet and Tunisian crochet. We did a very fun tutorial yesterday with Chelsea. She was awesome.
She
Next week,
was.
she was, wasn't she? She was awesome. Next week, she's going to be back showing us some more Tunisian crochet. And a couple of weeks from now, I'm going to have a very, very special guest. You guys are very special guests, but this person is going to be a very, very special guest who's going to come and talk about Tunisian crochet. So make sure you keep your eyes open to see who I'm going to have hanging out with me. Let me see. So I took my glasses off knowing good and well I can't see not one thing that's on this screen. Let me see. So Margaret, I apologize if I said your name wrong. She says, I crochet more than I knit. I haven't knitted for over 20 years. I'm planning to get some needles because Brenna K keeps teasing me. Yes, she has some amazing stuff. And guess who I'm going to be talking to tomorrow, guys? Brenna. I'm going to be talking to Brenna tomorrow.
That's fabulous.
Foundry page. So please make sure you tune in tomorrow at I believe we're going on at 11 Eastern. So carve out a little time in your day and come and hang out with us for a little while. I'm really excited to talk with her about Crochet Foundry. So yeah, I mean, you have to go and get your needles from Furls, of course. You know, we got those.
We have some beautiful ones too, don't we?
We do. They're all beautiful. And whoever said that they do Tunisian, you know, we have beautiful Tunisian crochet hooks. So definitely go and get your goods. Let's see. Jennifer is 100% crochet, but she's learning knit slowly. I concur. Slowly. So for knitting, Debbie wants to know if you are a thrower or a picker.
I'm a picker, but I can do both. I do some teaching, and so I can throw and pick, Debbie.
What is it? I know the throwing is when you wrap the yarn, right?
It all comes down to which hand you hold your yarn in.
Okay.
And because I started crocheting, I was 4 when I started crocheting. I learned, and I'm right-handed, I learned to hold my yarn in my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you pick, which is continental style, you hold your yarn in your left hand. And so it's just a picking motion. Well, I'll show you, Deveter. We'll do another time together if you would like, and I'll show you. And then with throwing, you hold your yarn in the other hand and you wrap it around in a specific way. But I can do both. And
I was learning. I was learning the throwing way, where you throw it around and
that's where, you know, I was going to say something, but since you brought it back, I'm going to say it now, Deveter. And remember what we've kind of had a conversation a little bit about it. I think it's important that if you are a crocheter and you're learning how to knit, that your instructor knows how to do both, because there are certain skills that we can help you translate, you know, to transfer over from your crocheting to your knitting. And I think that's an important piece of success if you're wanting to learn how to knit. Does your instructor know how to crochet? And if they do, then they can kind of help you transfer some of those skills. And I really enjoy teaching crocheters how to knit and teaching knitters how to crochet.
Okay, I love that. I think that's so cool. And you know, you got an extra little student here, because I want to learn how to use my left hand
and I can definitely show you. You hold your yarn in your left hand now?
Yes.
I can teach you. I'll get you fixed up like socks on a rooster, okay?
Do roosters wear socks?
No, but we'll get y'all fixed up.
on a rooster.
This
Okay,
is the
I'm
Southern
gonna
slang
have
out
to
here.
use that one.
I'm crazy. I'm sorry.
I love that. Socks on a rooster. Never heard that one before.
Mhm.
This has been so much fun. I got a couple of rows done on my blanket, which I haven't touched
Mhm.
in like a few days. So this is always a good thing when I just chat and stitch away. And I just want to remind everybody 20% off Navy Odyssey hooks today only, 24 hours, only when you use the code Deveter. So my name, Deveter, in the discount section. When you put the Navy hook in your cart and you go through to buy it, you'll get 20% off today. All right. If you have not purchased your beautiful Navy hook yet, now is the time to do that. I appreciate you all spending time with us today. I am going to talk to my friends over on Instagram now. You know, I just keep on going. I'm like the Energizer Bunny, just keep on going. But I wanted to say thank you again so much, Juliana.
Jelana. It's just unpracticed for you, Deveter. It's fine. We'll get it. It's just absolutely okay.
I hate it. You got my name so quickly and so easily. Why am I struggling with your name?
Because it's unpracticed. You've never heard of Jelana before.
I haven't, but I want to say it right. Jelana.
There
Jelana.
you go. Jelana.
Jelana. I have to sing it. Jelana. Jelana. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Jelana, for hanging out with me today.
Sure.
We
It was
will
a pleasure.
definitely do this again. And the next time you'll be teaching me how to knit.
I would love it, Deveter. I am so glad you invited me.
You
Thank
are
you. It's been a
so
pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Again, 20% off Navy Odyssey hooks. Use the code Deveter, and I will see you all tomorrow. It has been a pleasure. Get back to that whip. If you weren't crocheting with us, you need to get back to that whip in progress. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.